Hello, YouTube family. Greg D here, aka the DCUO Gingerbread Man, back here with another video. Today, I thought I would make an updated electric hybrid DPS video for everyone. Um, so, full disclaimer before we get started, I'm not saying that this is OP. I'm not saying that this is meta. I'm not saying that you should need to run out and switch to electric or try this loadout. I am literally going to tell you that this is what works for me. This is what I have fun with now that we have 5 artifacts. This is what I've been running. This is what has been doing pretty well for me. If you want to try it, you're more than welcome to. That's why I'm sharing it. But if you don't like it, if you think it sucks, then don't use it. Easy as that. Because I got a lot of hate on the last hybrid DPS video that I did saying that it was trash, blah, blah, blah. Listen, like I said, disclaimer, this is what works for me. This is what I have fun with. It does pretty well for me, but it may not work for you. Like I said, try it. Don't try it. I don't give a rip, but I'm sharing it in case it does work for somebody. Like I said, I mean, that's the most important thing. Have fun. Try it out. If it doesn't work for you, then I'm sorry, but this is what I have fun with. So, with that being out of the way, electric. Hybrid DPS with 5 artifacts now. So, what I'm using currently, all of these artifacts are level 200 currently. I have Strat card, Trans card, Tantu Totem, Omega, and the brand new one, which is the Sinestro's Corrupted Power Ring. So this has worked pretty well. The new artifact at 200 does actually do pretty well. I did test it out. I did test just the new artifact itself without Omega or anything else. And the artifact at 200 itself over a 10-second parser was easily adding, 2, 3, 4 million damage, depending on, how well you were able to hit your loadout and everything. So, I mean, it hits pretty hard. It does pretty well. And I like it. So, one thing that I probably will try to do in the future is I was kind of testing swapping out the Sinestro ring for Demon's Fang just to get the extra precision, because obviously being hybrid, we're using our weapon attacks, we're using the cross weapon combos. So this is something that I need to level up to 200 to test further. So down the road, this may replace one of the cards or possibly the power ring, but I have to do more testing with it once I hit it to 200. So that's just something like a little side note there. That's not really, here nor there for today's video. And then for anyone curious, so the only iconic power that I currently have is the Spore Pod, because we are using it in our loadout. It hits really good damage, and I really like it. So I pretty much have had it since it came out with the spring seasonal, and I will probably continue to use it until they come out with something better, which it seems like that's the focus. As you see there as well, we are sitting on 420 skill points currently. So also, because we are doing the cross weapon combo, I'm using brawling into martial arts. So I have all the points here in brawling. Then we will go all the points in martial arts so that you can unlock this bad boy, the Shuriken Storm mastery. You don't have to necessarily use that weapon mastery, but it's my favorite. I feel like it's the fastest. It deals a lot of burst damage, so just kind of use what you want, but that's my recommendation. Again, use it, try it, see if you like it. If you don't, I'm sorry. If it's trash, I'm sorry, but that's just what works well for me. So, allies. Currently using Batman Who Laughs and Shazam as our support allies. As you can see, they're both level 8. Currently using Constantine. I kind of been switching out Constantine and Crypto from my combat ally. Constantine, I've noticed, is better to get like in alerts, raids, especially elite stuff, just so that you can get the buffs. Because as you can see there, at level 9, when you have all of your allies, whether you're in alert in a raid standing in that circle that he, summons, I guess is the right, I don't know if that's the right word, but anywho, so anyone standing in that circle, as far as your allies, is getting a 9% defense buff, a 16% might buff, an 8% precision buff, and also doing an extra 355% damage. Also inflicts bad karma. So if you're sorcery, that was an extra power interaction for you. And then also we get the random buffs from the Batman Who Laughs being in support role. As you see there, it's like 3% might, dominance, resto, vit, 1.5% precision, plus 31 power regen, all that. And then at level 8, we're using the power of Shazamly. So anytime that we hit Constantine or Crypto being in the combat role, we will get a 5% might and 2.5% precision buff for 30 seconds. So not too terrible. So what I would recommend doing is, and what I've been doing is, I love using Crypto. Crypto is my favorite combat ally in the game, honestly. Single target. So like when I'm running solos, open world stuff, duos, I'll usually have Crypto in here, where Constantine is as the combat ally. And then when I'm doing like alerts and raids, I'll swap Crypto out for Constantine, just because I want to try to help the group out, give them the buffs and everything. So, and then as far as our loadout is concerned, now that we have Omega at 200 finally, let me see, where am I going here? So, loadout is starting off with Tesla Ball, Wired, which is our weapon buff, Arc Lightning, Spore Pod, Omega Beams, and Circuit Breaker. I love the Supercharge. I will tell you, I love Omega at level 200. It is amazing. It is freaking amazing. Omega is still very much OP, still very meta as far as might artifacts in the game. So I would recommend, honestly, if you want a DPS, if you take nothing else from this video, if you want a DPS, if you're looking for like one artifact to level up to 200 so that you can do a decent amount of damage, Omega is it. Omega is awesome at level 200, and Circuit Breaker being 5,000. Actually, I mean, in the course of a raid, I can easily hit Circuit Breaker quite a few times. So I might have to film that and record that as a separate video at some point. But Circuit Breaker is awesome. And then let me explain some of these artifacts here. So, like, for example, we have Strat Card, which gives us a tactical advantage upon achieving a critical hit. There's a chance to apply tactical advantage on the target. So basically, it just gives us a damage over time. Trans Card gives a gain 20% critical chance and 30% critical magnitude on attacks and heals. So, and I think also this can give you a power heal. So technically, what I'm actually doing right now, on my healer side, I know I'm rambling again, just bear with me. On my healer side, because I don't have 5 artifacts that are 200 yet, I have been using Strat and Trans on my healer side of things as well. Not ideal, I understand that, but the fact that they're also, they can benefit healers as well is one of the reasons why I have been using them. Tantu Totem is probably my favorite precision artifact in the game currently. Because what happens is, as you see there, you get to add animal magnetism upon casting 4 cross weapon combos. You gain lion aspect, and there's different aspects there. And then you see there, like when lion comes out, the next 6 superpowers inflict 20% of their damage again. Shark one inflicts 12% of their total damage again. And the gorilla is the next 3 superpowers inflict 25% of their damage again. And blocks. Omega, it gives you the Omega beams, much like Darkseid has. So here we say, using superpowers and powers your next use. So here we say 2 superpowers, damage is increased by 30%, 4 is increased by 50, 6 superpower explodes at the end of the channel, during, dealing 25% extra damage. And then, let's see, 8, finisher damage is increased by 25. And with 10, Omega Beam hit all enemies near the target within 10 meters for the full duration. So, huge AoE damage, essentially, there, once you have Omega fully charged. And then, we've gone over the new one here, but I'll just go over this briefly. The Sinestro's powering grants you, so it says there, consuming power has a 60% chance of powering up the Avatar of Will for 45 seconds. The Avatar of Will basically just gives you an extra uh, explosion there at your target, basically just deals some extra damage, yada, yada, yada. So basically what we're going to do is we are going to, first of all, we go over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit our Tesla ball into wired, do a weapon, well, I should say we start off with our cost weapon combo, we clip our ball and our wired, our weapon buff together, and then we just go left to right, easy peasy. So what, I don't have the new Owen Elite Henchman yet, so I still am using the Envirotech ones from the, whatchamacallit, but we'll just get ourselves together here. And yeah, so here we go. We're just going to roll with it. So to start off, we're at 7.5 million, roughly. Just trying to get that Omega up, because once we get Omega up and hit it, and we're at 9.5 there, and then Omega's hitting everything, and I kind of paused there for too long. 9.5, 11. Now, once you get where you really hit a lot of damage is if you can get the supercharge here, which I'm trying to get up here. If you can hit the supercharge and Omega back to back, that's where a lot of your damage is. I'm telling you what. 12.9. Yeah, if you can get the once we get the supercharge up here, you'll see. But the only problem that I've noticed with the hybrid and Omega is because Omega is a might artifact, it won't charge up nearly as fast if you were doing straight might. So that is something you might want to consider if you're on the fence about going hybrid, or let me do all these together and we'll be able to see here. So blast those, right? I'm going to do this. I'm going to blast all this together. And there was 19.2. See, that's what I mean. If you can get the supercharge and Omega timed just right, I mean, that's easier said than done, of course. But, I mean, you're hitting for big, big numbers there. And that wasn't even a full Omega blast there. But, yeah, that's pretty much where you're at. And for me, that's huge. I mean, if you recall previous videos where maybe I'm hitting 10 to 11 million peak numbers wise, like max wise, now we're hitting, 19 or 20. So we're essentially almost doubling, where we were at there. So there's a 14 million. Yeah, this does pretty well. I will say that I think that having more skill points as well has done me some good favors here as well. But I have a lot of fun with this loadout. Like I said, I'm not saying that this is OP, this is meta, that you need to rush out right now and change your loadout. I mean, just try it. Just see what works. See what works well for you. See if you like it. Have fun with it. And, yeah, I mean, we're hitting 10 million, 14 million. Once you start getting everything kind of warmed up there. And, yeah. This is like I said, this has been a lot of fun for me, so I have no complaints. And again, I love Omega Beam. Good God, is Omega Beam so much fun to use. Oh my goodness, it is so much fun. Especially when you're in the open world and you're doing the open world bounties and whatnot, and you've got Omega fully charged and it just hits so well. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. I will probably say right now that currently Omega is my favorite Might DPS artifact, and Tantu Toad is probably my favorite precision one. So, hence why we're using them together. But there you go. So again, just what I'm using. Just thought I'd share it. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, we'll see you soon.